Hey guys, it's Jamie. Back on working on the X5 here. So we're going to be doing a transmission filter swap and oil change for the transmission. For this job, you will need a T40 for the for these here, these star bolts, an 8mm for the drain plug for the side of the transmission, and a what is this? 10, and that's to undo the bolt down here when you drain it. So I'm going to go and crawl underneath the car. I tried using one of these earlier, didn't work. I'm going to use the Allen wrench with either this on top or with a hammer to pop off the drain plug or the fill plug, because you want to do the fill plug first, then drain the fluid, because if you can't get the drain plug or the fill plug out, then you're left pretty much with nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and crawl underneath the car here in a minute, but here's the torque for, or the settings for tightening down the pan, and you might want to pay attention to that if you want to screenshot that or whatnot. It's this one here, because you can see it's got the divot here, so it's this one here. So that's the one we're going to be replacing today. So I'll crawl underneath the car and start the process. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and undo this bolt right here. That's 8mm, and I'm going to use a Allen wrench and just pound that out. The kit that I got has a new one, so I'll go ahead and replace that because it looks like it's obviously worn out. After that's drained, or after that's pulled, it's going to drain a little bit of fluid because it's a sealed transmission. Which means that when you fill the transmission back up, you don't just fill it up. You have to fill it up till it starts leaking, and then start the car up, and then let it run, and then pump more transmission fluid into it. So I'll go over that later, but for now, we need to get this bolt out. I'm going to let this drain out. Then the next one is this one here, which is the 10mm. We'll be pulling that out, drain the rest of the fluid out, and then we'll start releasing these bolts. And I don't think it really matters the torque pattern of taking it off, but I think that putting it back on is definitely a thing, because it's plastic versus aluminum. So the torque sequence needs to be done properly in order for everything to kind of snug down and seal properly. So I'll go ahead and remove this. I'll go ahead and take the drain plug out as well, and then drain that, and then I'll be back after that. Okay, so we got the nut loose here, or the bolt. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this, and then let this drain out. Now, this is the fill hole. It said this is a sealed unit, so basically there's going to be fluid coming out of this when it comes out. Eventually, sometime soon. There we go. So we're going to let that run out. Here's the old thing. It was pretty marred. So luckily I have the new one. We're going to let that drain out, and then we'll do the bottom drain, and then go from there. So it's nice that they put a little valve pour spout thing in the casting, so it comes out evenly. Anyways. Alright, so let that drain. We're going to go to the other one down here, drain that one as well, and then we'll remove these bolts and go from there. All right, so I got the pan out. Sorry I didn't show you that. It's pretty simple though. It's just remove all these bolts here, and then remove the bolt, or remove the pan. I am going to lube this up a little bit with the little bit of the ATF fluid I got over here. So this pan's not looking too bad. It does have some wear in it, which is normal. Not going to complain about that. It seemed like it was sealing pretty well. It was a little leaky up front here. The only thing that I could say was a pain to try and take out were, I believe it was these bolts here. And as I crawl back underneath there, I'll show you. Basically what it ended up having to do was take an Allen wrench. You could probably find something with the actual star adapter, or the Torx adapter, but I ended up using a 3/16, I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, 3/16. It fits inside the fits inside the keyway here for the bolt, and they're not tugged down super snug, but there's that cross member that goes across the back into the motor here, or the transmission, that holds the transfer case, and that's kind of it's a bit in the way. So all these you'll be able to remove with just a ratchet or air tool. These three back here, four I believe, are the ones that are the problem. I'm trying to think here. Is that? Oh no, it's these back here, because the drain plug's back here. So it's these three back here that are a problem. There's the cross brace across the back for the transfer case that's in the way. So using that with this will take them out. Now I'm going to go ahead and install this. I'm going to wash it out real quick, wipe it down with some brake clean, and then start doing the torque sequence to get this in there. You can see the magnets are pretty well coated. It's not bad. It's about normal for this. Now the other thing I wanted to show you was the date. So if you look at the date here, this is 06 of 7. So this is the original Transpan. This is the new one. This is let's see if I can get that focus there. Probably not. 20. So this is a much more newer pan, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and get underneath the car now, pop this back in, and I'll go over the torque sequences again with that. But basically, just put the thing back up again. Make sure this is lubricated with a little bit of ATF, and then we'll stop pumping some fluid after it's all tightened down. Okay guys, so that'll pretty much wrap up this video. We shot earlier, so there's a lot of discontinuation in the video, but wanted to give you a basic rundown. So when you jack the car up, you want to make sure it's equal in length, so front and back are equal height. You want to jack the car up enough to obviously get the wheels up off the ground and to crawl underneath the car. Check your jack stands, obviously, if you're jacking the car up, or if you're using a lift, that's good. The fluid, pour it in when it's cold or when it's warm. Let it dribble out a little bit. Put the cap back on, start the car back up. Let it run for about a minute, take the cap off, refill it with fluid, because it'll suck fluid and the fluid will go down. So once you suck the fluid out, add more fluid into it. So it'll probably take quite a bit of fluid. So all the torque specifications and everything will be in the comment section down below. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, and share. As always, do your thing. Thanks for watching.